You have to just the way you teach your students, and the next day you ask, did you understand? The same way you become the student and you become the teacher. Right? There are 5 states of mind. 5 states of mind. The first 3 states causes suffering. The last 2 states leads to permanent peace and happiness. Permanent peace and happiness. Now reality check. You are aware? Yes, because you are listening to me. You are aware that we both are talking? Yes. What is your experience now? Tell me. You see, the mind is hesitating to tell the experience. Tell me, what is your experience?
So I'm thinking about what you say.
So you have already thought about it. What is your experience now?
You mean how I feel?
Yes, what do you feel? What is your experience? You are aware of what at this moment?
So I'm just digesting the information.
You have already adjusted the information. What is the state now?
I'm not worried.
You are not?
I'm not worried.
You are not worried. So when the mind says you are not worried, you are in the 4th state. When thought enters into your mind, enter the mind, and the mind says, who cares? Let it come and go. You are in the 4th state of the mind. You are in the 4th state of the mind, that 4th state where the mind is facing to the self. Do you understand? So it comes by your awareness, knowledge, and experience. Awareness, knowledge, and experience. Again, I am saying it again and again. Are you aware? That's why you are listening to me. Because you know you are listening, that is the knowledge. And what is the experience? It is naturally the state of the calmness which you said, not worried. Now, fact and the truth. Everyone, including Buddha's mind lives in 5 states. Did you understand this point? Buddha does not entertain 3 states of the mind. That is why he is Buddha. Now tell me what it means. Digest, adjust, and tell me what it means.
So he chooses the 4th state.
Yes, you said he chooses. Why don't you choose? Why don't you choose? And one question. And why you choose the other three states? I'm teaching you the highest of the highest.
Because I can't break this connection with this outer world.
Can you say it again?
I can't break this connection with the world outside.
Yes, you cannot make connection to the house where you are living in. You are still living in your house, you are talking to me from your house, and you are claiming that you cannot connect to your house. What that means?
There's something wrong.
Where? What is? Simply the three states of the mind. First state is the wandering. Second is the lazy mind. The third is the obsessed mind. And the fourth is the natural state of the calmness. Where these four states are present in you. You don't choose it. You simply don't choose it. Why you don't choose it? Because the mind does not want to break the habit. Mind continues to blame and the complaint that the problem comes from the world outside. But if the mind does not experience the noise, where is the problem? So the mind experiences, mind identifies, and then the same mind says, I have a problem. Who experiences the problem? Mind. How? Through the knowledge and awareness of the noise. One part of the mind. Now the second part of the mind is agitated. Then comes the third part of the mind is seeking a solution. The mind is divided into three. One is the obsessed mind. It doesn't want to leave the noise. The mind is constantly thinking of the world outside, blaming outside. And the third part of the mind is finding a solution. Can the solution be ever found? Tell me. That is why all the teachings are the same. They say mind lives in 5 states of the mind. The first is the wandering. The wandering mind picks up what it has habituated. The mind becomes then lazy to entertain the thoughts of the calmness. It remains in the denial mode, even if there is a calmness. Then the mind goes into the third state, it gets obsessed, and the mind falls short of declaring that there is a fourth state. It questions, it raises the doubt. Then the nothing, no one can ever help you in this world. Why? Because now the mind declares the world is responsible for my peace and happiness, and the world is responsible for my problem and the suffering. Are you aware, with eyes open? The body still frees down, but it's okay. Are you aware?
Yes, I am.
Are your eyes open?
Yes.
So it is your awareness and it is your knowledge and it is your experience. Are you aware of the body?
Yes.
Is the body is in the state of, I would say, steadiness?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Is the body is in the state of relaxation?
Yes, it is.
Are you aware of the breath with eyes open?
Yes, I am.
Are you aware of the thoughts going on in your mind?
Yes.
Are you aware of the space behind the mind? If you are simply aware of the body, the breath, the thoughts, and behind the mind has to be in a state of relaxation and calm. Do you have that awareness, knowledge, and experience here and now?
Yes.
The mind is in the fourth state. The mind is in the fourth state. The mind lives in the 5 states. Mind lives in 5 states. Mind lives in the fourth state, and it is a natural state. It is a natural state. Remember, you need not to do anything, my friend. Just out of the blue, I choose the highest principle. You reconnect again, then I want to see your.
Okay.
It's okay, that is the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
No, your picture, your beautiful picture has gone. Yes. I hope that you don't freeze down again.
I hope so too.
You see, what did I say? Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
But I will not freeze it down again.
But you don't freeze. It's a picture.
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem of your mind. You are intelligent. You have to think of it. You have to reflect on it.
Mm-hmm.
You freeze again. Communication language. Communication language.
Yes, I got it.
You freeze again. Reconnect it. In the meantime, I'm talking here. So when the mind says, no, you are crazy because the noise, no, hold on. Let me see. Let me have an awareness, knowledge, and experience. Let me return there. Can you reconnect again? You see that?
Okay.
That is the practice. My friend, that is the practice. You see, you freezed again, you reconnected. So the moment the mind freezes, you with the noise reconnect. Don't get obsessed. Are you getting it? You have done couple of times. Freeze, no problem. No, it is not 100% peace. Okay, let me reconnect. Are you getting it? So what is happening? Once you freeze, your mind freezes, and then the mind starts singing. It doesn't look at the fourth state. It says, no, come on. I'm freezed. What to do? You don't understand my problem. Are you understanding? Are you getting it?
Yes.
You said the mind is constantly changing. Did you say that? So when the mind is freezed, but the mind is constantly changing, you choose to change the mind. Move the mind into the fourth state. How? Just become aware, knowledge, and experience. Let the mind face inside. You are done. Again, do it consciously. You freezed again. You did not freeze, but that is a communication language. The mind is causing trouble to me because of the noise. It is a communication language. The truth is somewhere else. That no one in the world can cause me suffering. I am responsible for my suffering and happiness. The moment I entered into the fourth state, I am in peace and happiness. The moment the mind lives in the three states, picking up the objects of the world causes me either obsession, either craziness, or laziness. You see that the mind gets upset. How many times, it is freezing and I have to reconnect? You are living into the three states of the mind. When the mind complains and blames, again reconnect consciously and see that the mind is not upset. The body is freezed again. Don't be so serious, And now I want to hammer on your mind. Even the most intelligent people in the world lives in these three states of the mind until they practice meditation. The testimony, the proof is, you might see around you, that the person is highly successful in his professional life, but terrible in the family life. Are you understanding? It is because of the three states of the mind. They have $1 billion in their account and still suffering. Everyone has to choose this path. My master gave me that real story. So the monastery outside, there was a beggar who has whose, these arms were not present. 4 arms were not there. That's why he claimed that he is begging. So my master told me, go to him and ask him, you don't have the 2 limbs, you don't have the house, why you want to live? So when I asked that beggar, he started abusing me. Who the hell you are to ask me why you want to live? No, because you don't have anything. What is the message? That this mind has an intense desire to live in problem and the suffering caused by the mind itself. Did you get the message? I am suffering. And until this mind leaves the 3 states and moves into the 4th state, there is no solution. Until the mind realizes that I am responsible for my suffering because of the 3 states, and I am responsible for peace and happiness because of the 2 states, and these 5 states are already present in me. I have to make a choice.